But A, it gives me skill points, and B, I don't want to look like a coward running away from them each time. Or don't want to look like a coward full stop. So I'm sure we've just been by here. So we've only got 2 left, but that's going to be even harder to find that, because some drunk guy jumped in the river claiming to have seen a kappa. We'll go with that one for now. Right, we're literally just going to ignore, because we want to get on with the mission. Drunk guy jumped in a river, apparently. Come on, we're literally running right into him. We're literally running right into them. Come on. This is what I mean.
Stay down.
We're gonna go past them because it's gonna take too long otherwise, guys. Fuck it. Went the wrong way. There's a keyword, that. Can't seem to find the drunk guy, guys. Wonder if we can buy it off this guy.
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。
Nope. Okay. We're gonna go in a completely different area. Caps are part of our heritage. Big shame seeing one in the trash. Okay, go with that one.
Stay down.
When that lady can... Okay, what we're gonna do, guys, in a minute, is if we can't find this last, or these last two Kappas statues, then we are gonna look for the actual places on the YouTube.
Really, guys?
Wasn't this that place we had a fight? It was.
Great. What a waste. Why is this always Really, guys?
We're gonna try one more, and obviously if we don't find it, then we are going to be looking on YouTube for the last places, just because it'll save a lot of messing around looking for it. We have literally gone in most places as far as I'm concerned, and we found most of them. It's just these last two are impossible to find. There's a Kappa around here somewhere. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to look for all the Kappa statues. I've looked for about half an hour now, guys. Let's
Hello, everyone. Johnny Hurricane here.
So we've found 3 of them already, the ones that I've seen. Seeing that one. I'm gonna skip all this because we've already seen it all. Nice. I've had to click on another video because obviously that guy only posted half the fucking videos, so wasn't really that helpful. This one we've already done as well. Okay, what we need to do, listen to the entire conversation to unlock the kappa in the porn store. So where we need to head to is I think it's yeah, it's literally here. So if we head all the way back here, phew, bless me, fuck me, man. Perfect. Oh, we don't want to go back in the taxi, mate. Got a keyword lottery.
Great. What a waste.
So is there now a keyword there with the lottery? The pawn shop, eh? Well, guess we're going to the pawn shop. Let's go with that. I'll be with you in a bit, guys. Someone pawned off the Kappa statue and it's that cheap. Whatever, I should let Kadama-san know I found another statue. Alright, we've got one more to get. Let me get that one more found out. You're not going to believe the last location, guys, but we have covered it. Okay. Again, would never have gotten that if I didn't myself. A powerful, so we got evasive, blitz, a powerful attack from a quick step that may stun the enemy. Press X, then triangle. Very nice. Right. Actually want to go here. Believe it or not. He took a wrong turn. We'll turn back around. Hit 15,000 points. I'll take that. Let me just, because I've seen that squirrel before.
Hey.
A picture of a squirrel, but what does it mean?
Huh?
Wait, what? What's the matter, Yagamishi?
Nah.
What's that Kappa doing here? Oh, I've needed a mannequin for quite some time now to test out the new miniature camera and a microphone I've been working on. Segurashi came across this Kappa statue just a little while ago, then reached out and asked me if I thought it would fit the bill. I was planning on really giving it the business to test the durability of my equipment, but given your reaction, I take it you two share some kind of bond. Well, I wouldn't put it that way, but... I see, so this belongs to the city, and Segura just swiped it. He's not the type of guy to steal something at random like that. Well, it was just what I needed, but it was also next to a sign that said, "Picture yourself with this statue. Go ahead, take away." What? Who would phrase it like, wait? Now you've explained the statue's true purpose, I wonder if this sign's phrasing has been misleading you. Let me try again. Has been misleading the inadvertent thieves. After all, anyone with a particular desire for the statue would be far more likely to read that as an offer for possession rather than photography. Looks like Kodama-san needs to learn about phrasing. Poor thing does appear to have been through a lot. Maybe we should send him home now. Yeah, let me give Kodama-san a call. Oh, you've been such a huge help. I can't believe you found them all. Thank you so much. To think being economical with my words on the signs would be the cause of all this. I have to admit I'm rather embarrassed. Well, let's just be glad none of those statues are any worse for wear. Thanks again, Yagamishi, or Yagami-san. Here's a token of my gratitude for you. I've got a free pass voucher for.
Either way.
What are you going to do with the statues now? To be decided. I think that's what TBD means. I've got the statues at home right now so my boss doesn't find out what happened. But my place is starting to look like I'm amassing the Terracotta Kappa army or something. Now there's a sight to see. Well, with the campaign being a bust, I don't know what will happen with them. Maybe I'll get lucky and find a Kappa lover to unload them on. It's around this part of the river, right? The spot where you can go Kappa fishing. Yeah, everyone's talking about it on chatter. People are even saying you can play soccer or go jogging with one too. Really? That's pretty neat. What an interesting town this is. Okay, let's not get distracted. We don't want to miss any of the little guys. Right. You know, they seem pretty into the whole Kappa thing. Holy cow, the Kappa hype has finally hit the town. I should order a dozen more statues. No, 6 dozen. We can turn the photo event into a whole contest. I've got to deploy the Kappa army double time. Wait, I need to draft a proposal for the office first. I'd better get going. Yeah, give me a sign. Thank you so much for everything you've done for both the city and myself. Take care. Didn't feel like I did much, but I guess I really helped to Jinchu out. Wonder if the contest will be any fun. Nah, I'm good on the whole Kappa front for a lifetime or two. I'm with you on that one. They just weren't straightforward in the end, like, you know what I mean? Let me find my tool. What's it called now? Gadget. Am I using the wrong gadget? Yeah, I think I might be.
Facing the wrong way. Signal's weak.
Do we have to stalk this woman? Because I really don't want to. Okay, we're not going to do that. It just came up each time that she passed. It came up saying... What did it keep up saying? Basically said... every time she passed, his phone went funny or something. So, that's a bit of a interesting situation. Yeah, so your High Robotics Club, it says. Right. So let's talk to Amasawa about this robotics club. We'll do a couple missions, but obviously if it takes all day to do, or a long time to do, then we will go to the main mission after doing a couple.
Really, guys? Stay down.
Right, let's talk to Amasawa. Oh, Otakura, you're here too, so how's the MRC treating you? I'm tired of it. Tired of it. So soon? I mean, I read every single book in the club. In the club room, there's nothing else to do.
Huh?
You did? Already? She's quite a fast reader, ridiculously fast. Never knew you had it in you at it. Itokura.
Look here.
Hey Amasawa senpai, if there aren't any mysteries, then the MRC has nothing to do. What's the point in even coming to school? Then I guess I'll go buy some new books. The club's already low on funds this month too.
Amasawa.
So anyway, Amasawa, we want to talk about something, right? Is it related to the professor?
Yes.
Indeed. I want to discuss another possible criminal investigation. I'd like to ask you to go undercover again, but this time in the robotics club. The robotics club, huh? This should be interesting. Seiryu High's robotics club. Didn't know Seiryu had a robotics club.
Yes.
Oh yes, a few years back a handful of students established this club based on their one common interest, robots. Recently they've even participated in robotics competitions.
Does that mean?
You mean that whole thing where they use robots to compete in soccer and other ball games, like Tamir?
Yes.
That's right, many different groups host them each year using their own variation of the rules. The Seiryu Robotics Club participates in a business-sponsored tournament called the RE Robo Rally. It's a huge event that invites technical college students, robotics clubs, and even teams of working adults to compete for a larger cash prize. So some average high school club signed up for a tournament like that. Sounds like an uphill battle.
Yes.
Quite so. It's an uphill battle every year, I'm afraid. I hear they always lose in the preliminaries. High school robotics clubs typically have limited funding, not to mention they lack the proficiency that a college-aged group would have.
That being said,
Despite their shortcomings, the Seiryu Robotics Club made a huge leap forward when one particular transfer student became the club's president. A second year named Domu Okitigawa. Domu Okitigawa. On the second trimester, Okitigawa-kun transferred over from a high school in another prefecture. He was a member of his previous school's robotics club as well. Before he transferred, he consistently received top marks in robot competitions. With him joining the ranks, the robotic club's streak of preliminary losses changed dramatically. Okitigawa-kun's management and production abilities rival that of his seasoned adults. The once feeble robotics club has practically transformed under his leadership.
What was that?
Transformed. Just as one example, the club had typically struggled with funding, but he waltzed in and secured a sponsorship from a shopping district. He even drafted schedules for the club, which were immaculate, and the club quickly saw an increase in efficiency and productivity in their work.
Oh.
A high school student did all that. I've got to say that is pretty impressive. The professor.
By the way,
So then, how are the robotics club and the professor related?
Yagami-san.
Yagami-san, are you familiar with the strings of robot-led thefts terrorizing the streets of Ajincho? Citizens of Ajincho will be out and about, then suddenly a robot will appear and snatch goods, like expensive bags off of them, then it runs off.
nope.
Afraid this is the first I'm hearing that. Are robots really that sophisticated?
Yes.
Absolutely. With its mechanical arm, it can firmly grasp onto things like bags and make a quick escape. On top of that, it's highly maneuverable. It can fit into openings too narrow for a human to follow. Sounds like even more trouble than a flesh and blood thief. The most targeted items are expensive bags that contain large amounts of cash. Some bags are worth over 1 million yen. We're talking damages that have now surpassed several million yen. So then, are you claiming the robot behind these incidents came from the Serio Robotics Club? Do you have any proof?
Well,
As a matter of fact, I discovered this bolt along one of the robot's escape routes. They're the very same bolts used by the Serio High Robotics Club.
Huh?
Wait, what? Bolts.
Hey,
You're positive the Serio Robotics Club is using these bolts?
yes.
Yes, 100%. They were originally custom made by a factory in Ajincho, but it went under and lost its client. That's when the Serio High Robotics Club bought them in bulk for a low price.
I see.
Makes sense. I can see why you'd suspect them. Additionally, rumour has it the stolen goods are being used as a source of funding for criminals.
I guess so.
Well, it would be tough to fence stolen goods through the usual channels.
Yes.
Right. And I have just the ones in mind who would perform such nefarious deeds to get by. The Professor and the Neo Kaheen gang.
A truly skilled detective.
We're the MRC. We can't simply sit by and ignore this, can we? And then we've got obtained evidence, thief, bolt.
Amasawa.
Yeah, I hear you. I'll see if I can get in good graces with the robotics club, but I'll need a
Please
reason.
and thank you.
You'll greet them as an outside counsellor. I've already received approval from the chairman. One step ahead as always, though I have to say I'm surprised the chairman gave the thumbs up. To be honest, the advisor and the robotics club have never been on good terms, and the chairman is glad to have a mediator to keep an eye on them. As for why they're at odds with each other, I have no idea. Interesting. In that case, maybe they'll just welcome me in.
That being said,
Well, because of the dispute with their advisor, apparently the robotics club's members have a general distrust of adults.
if I were to guess,
As such, it's possible they may reject you as well, Yagami-san. Right then. Sounds like earning their trust is going to be tricky.
Amasawa.
Amasawa, I'm on my way to the club room. Where can I find the robotics club? In the corner of the east building's 4th floor. Alright, well, guess I better go show my face. Okay, so I'll go on the 4th floor. There's dude there just casually figuring out where he is again, or where he needs to be. So where's this robotics club? Got a keyword, nurse's office. We've got a robotics club now, apparently. So this is the robotics club.
Hi, I'm Yagami. I was asked to start as your outside counselor today. Is the president here?
I'm the club president, Domu Okitagawa. The chairman already filled me in.
Great. That saves us some time. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
A warm welcome, I see.
Yagami-san, was it? I've got a question for you. How knowledgeable are you in the field of robotics?
Not very.
Here we go again.
Huh?
Yagami-san, I understand the chairman requested your services. I don't believe we require an outside counselor.
Oh?
We're operating perfectly fine as we are. We really don't need you attending our club activities.
Turning me away right off the bat, huh?
Say, Okitagawa-kun, right? You already know I'm here to do a job, so skipping out on you guys isn't gonna work for me. Mind if I pop in every so often? The chairman will let me have it if I don't at least make an appearance.
Well, as long as you don't get in our way.
Great. We'll all be friends in no time.
Yeah, right, best of friends. Well, better greet all the members. Meek looking student. Weird, why isn't it moving? Yeah. Okay. Hey there.
It's me.
I'm Yagami. Nice to meet you. Who might you be? Well,
I'm Dento Sakura.
I'm Dento Sakura, a first year. I'm the robot's lead programmer.
By the way,
Were you having some trouble there?
Yes.
Yes, it's the robot. I just can't get it to move. What do? I don't need another tongue lashing from the president. You look a little stressed out. Well, to be honest, I just recently started programming, except I don't have a proper senpai to teach me the ropes. I see. I wish I could help you out with that, but I'm not much of a programmer myself.
it's me.
I'm Yagami. I was asked to act as your outside counselor. Starting today, it's nice to meet you. You totally ignored me. Excuse me, what's your name?
I'm Shion Takamori.
Shion Takamori, I'm in charge of construction. And what would construction entail? Following the blueprints and building the robots.
Oh.
Oh, so you build them. Sounds fun. What kind of robot are you making now?
Excuse me.
Hey, I'm a little busy right now. You mind? Ah, my bad. Sorry for bugging you. I need to get back to work. Gonna have a tough time getting this bunch to open up. Hey there, nice to meet you. Oh. Hello.
It's me.
My name's Yagami. I'm an advisor with the Mystery Research Club, or the MRC. What's your name?
Tetsuro Kurumazaki.
My name's Tetsuro Kurumazaki. I'm a second year.
Hey.
Can I ask what you're making?
Well,
Oh, these are the blueprints. I'm responsible for the designs.
Oh.
Oh, wow, that's pretty awesome. So, is that what you're drawing up now for the robotics contest?
yes.
That's right. This is incredible. You drew this. Yeah. Could he just be super shy? Or he could be told not to say anything. That's
Hey.
the main guy. What are you up to? I'm laying out our current milestones and workflow progression using Agile. Like your agility? No, Agile is a cutting-edge program development method that's being adopted by all sorts of software designers.
Wow.
I'll try to rephrase it in a more digestible way. Instead of blindly trying to build a complete model, it repeats trials, tests, and modifications to achieve the ideal form. Compared to the waterfall model of the past, you can have a much shorter development cycle. Wow, sounds complicated. Well, you're not wrong. High school students have a difficult time wrapping their heads around development models of this level. It does require mastery and management after all. Depending on our opponents for this tournament, we'll need to have flexible spec changes, so that's why we're using this model.
Well,
In fact, we're running a scrimmage with our prototype models later today. We'll examine the results to adjust our design principles for the future. He had a really standoffish vibe at first, but he's being surprisingly friendly.
listen up.
Yagami-san, you made us a promise, right? Didn't you say you wouldn't get in our way?
Nah.
I take it back. Everyone here's keeping their guard up pretty much night and day compared to the dance club. It's time. And they all stand up at the same time. Robots, man. Are you sure you're not a robot? Oh, something's going on.
Time for our match.
The scrimmage. Ah, right. The thing you mentioned earlier. You gather data from these practice matches and make adjustments as necessary. Correct?
Hey.
Mind if I watch too?
Yes.
Fine. Just as long as you don't get in our way. They really don't want Yagami to get in their way. Of course, consider me as a fly on the wall. Flies are annoying though, bro. That's wrong. I hate fucking flies. That's annoying as fuck, man. I get the sense they don't like me much. Well, they don't like adults in general because of what's going on. Whoa, what the? This dedicated field is where the matches of the RE Robot Rally are held.
Oh.
Dang, looks professional. I'm Matsunaga from West Mitsuya High, looking forward to the match today. I'm Okitigawa. Can't say his name. I'm Okitigawa. Oh, Serio, a pleasure.
You kidding me?
What? Are you kidding?
Takamori,
What's the matter, Takamori?
Come on.
Mizuzaki won't be coming.
What?
What do you mean by that? He jammed his finger during track practice.
This is bad.
I told him to focus his attention on the robotics club before the tournament.
Hey.
What's wrong?
Well,
Mizuzaki's this fellow on the track team who I asked to control the robot as our guest operator. So he jammed his finger and can't do it anymore. Can anyone else in the club operate it? Well, I mean...
Huh?
What? Me? No way. I suck. I'm famous for my butterfingers. The robots are radio controlled, so they're a bit unconventional. Mizuzaki isn't part of the club, but he had the experience, so I asked for his help.
Oh.
Ah, I see. Fine. How about I do it?
no.
No, not Takamori.
What?
What? Why the hell not? That's your reason right there. You have a very short fuse. We can't afford you getting emotional in the middle of a match.
Think you're all that?
That's not gonna happen. Radio controlled, huh? In that case, mind if I be the operator? What? You, Yagami-san? I actually use a drone for my work pretty often. I know my way around radio controls. You've operated drones. How much experience do you have? About 5 years worth. I'd like to think I can handle a more delicate situation like this too.
Come on.
No way, forget it. What are you even saying?
Please, thank you.
Very well. Yagami-san, please take over as our operator.
What?
What? Okitagawa, you son of
That's
a...
the most optimal
This is the
solution.
best course of action we can take for today. It's the optimal
What
solution.
the crap?
Oh, no, no, no. Seems like Takamori's a bit pissed. Why is this even an option? He isn't even in the club. It should be me.
Process of
Like I
elimination.
said, process of elimination.
Hey.
Hey. So like this guy's the teacher, right?
Listen up.
The RE Robo Rally permits adult participation as well. There shouldn't be an issue. I mean, yeah, but...
Kitagawa.
Okitagawa, can you show me the controls? Yes, of course. Give us about 5 minutes, Masunaga-san. Huh? Well, fine, I guess. Competition rules overview. You'll be divided into blue and red teams and battle each other in a territory control game using 3 robots. On a battlefield composed of multiple panels, you'll take and position blocks to expand your own team's territory. Victory conditions. You win if you fulfill one of the following conditions. You have more territory, obtain panels than the opponent by the end of the game. You take over the enemy team's base. Obtaining rewards. Regardless of the match type, you'll obtain rewards by winning. And then you've got the base. The base is your initial position at the start of a match, and the point where a robot returns when it's destroyed. Destroying robots. Robots that are destroyed will be forced to return to their team's base, and temporarily cannot return to the match. Now Yagami-san, let me teach you how to control the robot. Thanks, I appreciate it. Due to recent technological advancements, you can control every function using your smartphone. Oh wow, so it really is like the drone. I think I can work with this. In a match other than the leading unit, you'll directly control Yagami-san. You'll be forming a team of 3 with 2 other AI-controlled units. However, since we're limited on time, I'll just have you use the leading unit to teach you the basics of robot control. Roger that. Now a brief lecture on robot movement. Move the robot to where the marker is displayed. So we got the rotate button. So left to right, right to left, and forwards and backwards is the... so it's basically controlled by the left analog stick. I'll explain how to acquire and place blocks. The rule states that whichever team holds the most territory, the panels at the end wins. So this technique is the most essential of all. Blocks will spawn at set locations on the battlefield. First, move the robot over the block's location. Move the robot to where the block appeared. You've now acquired the block. Please note that while ally units may acquire blocks, any blocks acquired are automatically transferred to the leading unit. This is due to the fact that only the leader may place blocks. Alright, go on and place blocks. Blocks must be placed adjacent to your team's base on your own territory. This might be difficult to convey through words alone. Why don't you give it a try? So we need to move the robot to where the marker is displayed, then place a block according to the guide. Great job. Blocks cannot be placed if they overlap your own team's territory. So when placing blocks, try to place them leaving as few gaps as possible. Next, I'll explain how to take an enemy territory. Place a block that's adjacent to your team's base or your own territory. If that block is on an enemy territory, you can steal that territory from them. In a real match, the focus is all about territory, so it's a technique that often the deciding factor. Why don't you practice this as well? So place the block according to the guide and take the enemy territory. Next, a lesson on the robot's attacks and damage. These treacherous tug-of-war machines are not limited to territory battles alone. You can also unleash attacks upon the enemy using your equipped weapons. Yagami-san, the robot you're controlling, has the drill equipment. Try to attack the enemy in front of you by ramming into it. Attack and destroy the enemy robot, and then you press the R1 button to attack. Destroyed robots are automatically returned to their bases. Additionally, as a penalty, they cannot return to the game for a set period of time. Keep your guard up until the match is over, and take care not to allow your leading unit to be destroyed to the best of your abilities. Okay, I think I've got the basic controls down. We may be able to pull this off yet. Right. Hey, can we get a move on?
Yeah.
Absolutely, apologies for the wait.
Yagami-san!
Yagami-san, about these skills of yours. I'd like to see what you're capable of. Sure thing, just leave it to me.
I've got this. Nice. No way. Looking good.
I have completely no idea what.
Go! No way. Nice. なかなかの腕だ。Yes. 問題ない。Yes. Nice. ミスだ。Nice. 大将がひどい。認めざるを得ないね。よし。Looking good. Go.
I have no idea what I'm doing with the blocking thing, but I know how to destroy them, so. I still have no idea what I'm doing, man.
Yes.
I think we've completely fucked this.
Yosh. Nice.
Oh, we lost.
I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah. Yagami-san!
Yeah. Looking good. Oh, way. Yes. Son of a... Nice. Yes.
See, this game would completely confuse me, so I'm just kind of letting the auto up.
Looking good.
かなかの腕だ。本日だ。なかなかの腕だ。ナイス。よし。問題ない。認めざるを得ないね。これはどうだ。ナイス。Feeling good.
This is something I'm gonna have to learn a lot on. This kind of thing.
Ha!
Alright. For real?
Come on.
Whoa, hey, did you actually win? Wow, on your first try too.
Hey.
So what do you think? Not too shabby, huh? Certainly far from shabby. You may even be better than Mizuzaki. Oh yeah? Did I already make the Hall of Fame?
Kidding me?
Hey, Otagawa. Do not tell me you're going to use this guy in the tournament.
Takamori.
Takamori, this is the only option we have.
Screw that.
Then what happens to Mizuzaki?
My process of
We'll
elimination.
just have to we'll just have him step down.
What?
What? He was quite temperamental, maybe even a bit unstable.
Come
Maybe
on.
even a bit unstable. No, damn it. Even so, you ever heard of something called a pecking order? Why give the job to an outsider who just showed up today?
And that's the most optimal solution.
It was the optimal solution.
Okitagawa.
Akitagawa, if you're gonna axe that Mizuzaki kid just for me, it feels a little...
Well,
No, to be honest, he was acting as our operator reluctantly. It seemed he had his heart set on the track and field club.
What?
Oh, is that so?
yes.
That's right, he always wanted out of the robotics club. That's why, frankly, I didn't want him to be the operator for the tournament.
Oh.
If that's the case, then I guess it's no big deal. Moving on, Yagamishi. I keep saying Yagamishi, Yagami-san.
Please, thank you.
I'd like to thank you in advance. Yeah, no problem. Now talking to you. I suppose I can say I successfully infiltrated the robotics club, but making friends with everyone, that's another story. I need to earn the club members' trust somehow, so I can get a little info out of them. Oh, before that, I should report back to Amasawa. She was worried about the robotics club wouldn't even... She was worried the robotics club wouldn't even take me in. Like I said, that is going to have a bit of work I need to be done. To be completely honest with you guys. Because, yeah, let's just say I had no idea what I was doing then. But, we'll get there. It's just, understanding really how to go about it, like anything. That's the gymnasium, isn't it? Nice. Amazing, you can use vague words to perform a search. Right, if we fill up the database more, you think we could sell it to a writer or something?
Hey.
What's up?
Well,
Itakura-san made an encyclopedia where you can search for the tricks of a mystery. A mystery trick encyclopedia on the computer.
I suppose.
Yep. I read every book in the club and got bored, so I compiled all the tricks from every book. But compiling them alone isn't very fun, so I turned it into an app. It's just a basic text-based dictionary. It's really incredible. You can even sort the titles based on criteria such as locked room or psychological deception.
Oh.
It can really do that. Indeed, what's more is that vague search terms are enough to bring up results. Animals, string and ice, for example. A mystery enthusiast might even pay a pretty penny to have this.
Itakura.
Itakura, you know how to program.
What?
Of course I can. We learned it in class. Pretty much anyone can do it. You know. That may be, but not just anybody could do all this. Really? I guess so. Itakura has some programming under her belt. Sakura-kun over in the robotics club was having some trouble with programs. Maybe Itakura could teach him a thing or two. Question for you, Itakura. You have any interest in the robotics club? Huh? What do you mean? This kid's having some trouble with a program for his robot. Sure would be nice if someone would help him out.
Refuse.
Not interested. Won't even give me the time of day. Shame. Interesting, so they were unsure about you, but it seems you managed to gain Akitagawa-kun's trust. Can't say for sure. In Akitagawa's eyes, maybe he just landed himself a convenient pawn. To Akitagawa-kun, maybe.
That being said,
In any case, if you continue to gain the members' trust, you might find some clues about the professor.
hey,
Hey, Amasawa-senpai. Amasawa-senpai. About this professor? What is it?
look here.
Do we really need to put all this effort into catching him? I'm sorry? What I mean is, the only people getting duped are crooks, right? So why don't we just stay out of the way? Maybe the school would be a better place if all those morons just disappeared.
Sakura-san,
Itakura-san, why would you say something like that?
just so you know,
Amasawa-senpai, I'm just gonna say it. I have no intention of playing detective with you, so we can save a bunch of idiots. Besides, I take Moriarty or the Fiend with 20 faces over some hypocrite detective any day. Now, why don't you just agree to disagree? Amasawa's putting in the work. Itakura, don't belittle her for it.
yeah.
Yeah, whatever you say, Yagami-sensei. And I know I've said this before, but you're still a member of the MRC. That means you'll help out in investigations as needed. Say what? That's right, you don't get to just read the latest mysteries for free.
Itakura-san,
The club's funds this month all went to mysteries you read, you know. No work, no more mysteries.
hey,
You're seriously holding the mysteries hostage? Super unfair. I know she isn't feeling up to it, but I really do want Itakura to help investigate the robotics club. I'll see if I can change your mind later. Right. Let me just check something. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're only gonna do one mission of the school stories this time round. Got out the wrong doors here. So we've got to the robotics club. We've spoken to the kid that's in charge of it all. We did a game that we had to do, which I had no clue in doing, but eventually I'll get to do it over time. I'll obviously have to learn the basics of it, but other than that, we've done other side missions. Even you know, okay, we haven't been able to carry on the Paradise VR one, but I've already said at the start of the stream, after we figured that out, is that it might be something we'd have to do right after we finished everything else. So we'll come back to that one. We did the other two side missions. I'll read them out in a minute, or you know, maybe after I do the main mission I'll read them out. We've done a school story mission, met robotics club, did the game. Still need to learn all about it. Still getting information about the professor. So it's all a work in progress at the moment. What we're going to do is we're going to go to Camarucho. Get a taxi there. Now I don't obviously know what to expect in Camarucho, apart from obviously the main mission going with is it Kaito-san? Go there with him. Obviously we've got a side mission in Camarucho too, but my voice is about dying, guys, so I cannot. My voice, I need to give it a rest tonight. So obviously we're going to do the main mission. Obviously if we have to say some speech, then we will do, but usually the dialogue talks, and it talks in the main game, unlike the side missions. So we're going to do a main mission, and then we are going to call it on this one. We've done nearly a 4 hours stream, so it's not like we haven't done anything, but we have done quite a bit. Well, I wouldn't say as much, but we've done about a couple side missions, done part of a school stories mission. We're going to do the main mission now, and then we will be calling it after that. Right, let's get straight into it.
What's up, Kaito-san? Something wrong?
Call me crazy, but doesn't the city seem noisier to you?
The hell? The Kaito sense is tingling or something?
Maybe they are. Well, no point trying to explain shit that doesn't make sense.
Anyway, I need to go talk to Sari-san before the interview.
Okay, we're back at our old roots. Don't think we've got we haven't got the side mission, I don't think, available to go to yet. Let's have a look. Yeah, we're unable to do anything until we go to
Let's roll, Tom.
the area we need to go to. Someone might have dropped this.
Excuse me.
What? I can't accept a ring from just anyone. Oh wait, that's mine and you picked it up for me. So sorry. I got a beautiful seashell. Very nice.
Hold on a minute, Todd.
What?
I'm noticing a lot more punks scurrying around than normal. Something's up.
Really? Huh. Maybe so.
Hey, don't I know you two? You're detectives around here, ain't you?
Yeah, so what?
You ever seen this guy before? A few years ago, he was the manager at some girls' bar nearby.
Haven't seen this guy around, or maybe I have, I just forgot.
You really need all these meatheads just to find one dude? Must be one slippery eel.
Damn right he is. Now, do you know him or not?
I'm thinking. Out of curiosity, what's a guy doing running a girls' bar?
I don't think he actually ran the floor or anything. All I care about is him up and vanishing out of nowhere.
So he's a missing person? Since when?
5 years ago.
I mean, disappearing from Kamurocho isn't that uncommon. 5 years. What do you really expect to find?
Your guy have a name? And who gave the order to find him?
You trying to be cute? We're the ones asking the questions here. Don't fuck with us.
Who's fucking with who, asshole? You want to ask questions? You're gonna have to ask nice.
Nice or not, information has a price. It's our bread and butter, so we don't give handouts.
How about I butter your brains on the sidewalk?
Straight to throwing punches, huh? Even the Yakuza treated people better than that.
Fuck off! Come on.
Ooh, mate. Then Canada's down for the count, mate. Come on, bro. What are you doing? Get up and beat the fucking daylights out of this guy.
Hey, what's up? That all you guys got? Kamurocho used to be tough. Look at these punks.
Kaito-san.
Huh? It's Akutsu. First name Daimyo.
You know him?
Former Tojo clan guy, ex-Yakuza.
Ex-Yakuza? Well, if you say so.
Yagami Detective Agency. Maybe I ought to just hire you guys for this. We're looking for a guy. You heard, didn't you?
This guy you're after, he was some kind of girls' bar manager here in town? I take it this manhunt is your idea?
Nah. Soma's taking point on this one. Came from one of his connections. There's gonna be a big pile of cash in it for whoever finds him. Practically all of Kamurocho's in on this race.
And Soma is?
He's the one in charge of the RK gang. Of course, he's former Tojo clan too. First name Kazuki.
It's crazy. Did the whole Tojo clan join this thing?
Kaito would know all about all the bullshit rules it takes to keep the Yakuza running. They'll take their cut from you and call it the honorable thing to do in the same damn breath. Right, Kaito? In this new age, wouldn't you be better off joining us?
You guys are too small time to pull that shit on me.
You know what else, though? In the Yakuza, if your boys went down, it was on you to get revenge for them. I don't give two shits about that these days. I would say, if there's someone disrespecting you, you might as well go get the jump on them. I would walk right up and stick them in the gut. You wouldn't even see it coming, detective. Yeah? So don't go disrespecting me. There won't be a warning next time.
Okay. Akatsu, you said? Did he get very far in the Tojo clan?
Nah. He may have had the potential, but he never got to make anything of it. The whole thing came crashing down before he got his time in the sun. Soma's the same way, actually. They both tried to climb up the Yakuza ranks, but then the families disbanded. And by the time that happened, all the pawns were cleared off the board. So, now they're ex-Yakuza in the wind. And along comes this gang without all the rules and systems they were dealing with. You end up with RK, a network of thugs.
RK? What does the acronym stand for?
Who the hell knows? After the Yakuza, I guess they wanted to sound more Western.
If they think they can replace the Tojo clan, those are pretty big shoes to fill.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say they've been discriminating. Civilian punks who want quick cash are easy recruits. RK's happy to scoop them up. Next thing you know, you've got an asshole army.
That's unfortunate, but speaking of the Tojo clan, have you talked to Higashi lately?
Yeah. As far as ex-Tojo clan guys go, he's one of the good ones. The family left him in charge of that arcade, and now that they're gone, he's basically the owner. I heard he even gave some of the younger family guys jobs. If you get a chance, you ought to show up there every once in a while.
Nah, Higashi. I am the last person in the world that guy wants to see.
Remember Higashi very well in the first game. Okay, that's where we want to head to.
What is it?
Oh, we've got 4 of them now. Bring her on. Hey.
What a waste.
Skill points coming up. Let's go. Let's get Snake up. So I think we've got 5,000 overwhelming parry. Unsuccessful parries increase the chance to frighten enemies. When an enemy melee attacks, press L1. Nice one. So we've all got the skill points now in double figures. Happy days. I'll take that.
Let's hit it.
What's interesting as well is you can't use a skateboard here. Believe it or not.
Really, guys?
Let's roll.
Oh, sorry-san. Yagami-san made it.
Sorry for the wait. I ran into some typical nonsense. We good to go?
I've been good to go for a while. Ehara's waiting, and so are the answers. First thing we'll want to try to get is how involved he was in Mikoshiba's murder.
From the way it's been so far, I doubt he'll be eager to tell you.
If he won't open up, we'll have to play the trump card. Yagami-san. Ehara won't know what hit him.
I don't mind being the ace in the hole.
Are you and your ego ready then, Yagami-san?
Well,
Ouch.
this ain't my department. Fill me in back at the office, okay? I might even tidy the place up a bit if you're lucky. Lots of open bottles to polish off.
I'll be holding down the fort here. You watch after Saori-san, please.
Don't think you can strong-arm Ehara into confessing. The guy's a tough nut to crack.
Right. I know we've got a taxi app, but we might as well just run there. Yeah, we can't skate in take your time. We can't skate in what's the place we're in, man? Kamurocho? Right, Tokyo Detention Center. Let's go.
Oh, I thought you'd lost already. So, what more could my lawyers want from me here?
Well, normally I would say the same. However, a corpse turned up as you said it would. It turns out you have a penchant for prophecy, Ehara-san.
Prophecy, huh? Kinda dramatic. No Hoshino today? Did you fire the poor guy?
Yagami's my name, sir. In a past life, I used to work with Kenda and Saori-san. But today, I'm in Serio High School in a contract advisory role for one of their clubs.
Serio High School?
It's the same school Toshiro-kun went to 4 years ago. You'd know it. I happened to be out there working a separate case. But that was when Shirosake-sensei called, so that's why I'm here.
Well, well. Okay. Why are you here then?
That'd be obvious at this point, I'd think. As you know, Mikoshiba turned up as you said. His body was found in a warehouse. The question is, why did you know that well enough to proclaim it in court?
You might say it was a miracle. I wished hard enough for it to come true, and suddenly it did.
Care to tell us why you'd wish for a miracle like that?
Do you really need me to explain why?
Mikoshiba. You blame him for Toshiro-kun's death, don't you?
I do.
Even though when you took the school to court, no evidence turned up. A third-party investigation found no bullying occurred, didn't it?
At school, Mikoshiba tortured my son. He would beat him up, and then he'd demand all his money. That Damn kid was a star student with high grades. My son's own class wouldn't stand up to him. To avoid being beaten, Toshiro used to. He'd steal money from me or his mother to make sure he could pay Mikoshiba off.
Ahara-san, you seem to know a lot about what happened to your son. Do you have any proof?
Would I have lost if I did? That school can rot in hell for all I care. Speaking of, you know what I'm convicted for. It was being a pervert. I admit to everything. I groped a businesswoman's ass in plain sight on a full train. There's no way I'm fighting for an appeal. So as for my defense, I'm in no need of lawyers anymore.
Ahara-san, just a second.
Why would I give you that?
Yagami-san?
Hiro Mikoshiba died in a lot of pain. His final moments were truly horrific. The last thing he felt must have been fear. After slitting his throat, his body was left to rot.
Doesn't that sound great?
See, Ahara, his point of view, if it is all true, and the whole situation with Mitsushiba, I think that's his name, Mikoshiba, my apologies, if he was truly bullying his son, then his dad, I'm going to say this right now. Now, obviously, I wouldn't set up someone to be murdered and all that kind of bollocks, right? But let's just say I was in the game, in the game phase, and I was Ahara, right? And this is the situation. Obviously, I wouldn't be done for the groping shit because I'm not that way, and it's all fucking disgusting. But in terms of his son's death, if my son committed suicide or ended their life because of some other bully in the school, then I'd want to wring their neck. I'd want to do something bad to them. Not going to say in detail because don't need to. But in a way, yes, okay, Ahara's going to be, you know, if he's guilty, I don't necessarily think, if he is guilty, that he's wrong for being like that, or wrong for doing the thing he's done, or for setting up the murder for this Mikoshiba. Now, if it's all a load of bull, and he's just did it for the sake of it, then yeah, obviously he deserved, you know, it doesn't excuse his actions for reacting the way he's done or what his connections are with the murder. But for me, I'm fairly certain that this Mikoshiba did bully his son because it's too involved. Saori Sensei, who's also in the school, obviously has said the same thing. Now, either she's involved with him and she was the woman, well, she couldn't be the woman that told Saori Sensei though, because it was a different woman. Unless this other woman is also linked in with it, which is the woman that was accused of being the groper or being groped. Maybe she could also be another part of being in on it and making up this story of being groped, so he goes for a lower sentence, so he doesn't get sentenced for the murder of Mikoshiba. Now, don't think this guy is just gonna send someone to be killed or to be executed, would you like to say, or hire an assassin if it didn't happen and he didn't have concrete proof. And he also is an ex-police officer, so he's not stupid, he's pretty on the ball. Yes, they make mistakes, but I think he knew exactly what was going on. And like I said, I don't necessarily think it's 100% right, but I can understand why he would do that if Mikoshiba was the reason for his son's, you know, end of life. Right, that's my analysis. I actually don't, you know, if like I said, what I said was true, then I don't blame the guy, to be honest. Even though he still has to be sent down for it and still has to be judged for it. That would be one of the very few things that I'd agree to go into jail for, is to protect my family and son, etc. Okay, my gut tells me Ihara's guilty for sure. There's no doubt he's connected to Mikoshiba's murder. I need to hold his attention and convince him to stay. Gotta make him understand I have more info than the police do. Photo of Hiro Mikoshiba. So the police didn't actually know that. Photo when we went there and we were investigating. They've investigated both of these and the autopsy report, so those three are out of the equation. And I'm assuming he's got ties to who these people are. So we're gonna go for this photo first.
Take a look at this.
Mikoshiba. Looks like he's seen better days. Where'd you get the photo?
From a teacher at Serio High. But where she got it is the interesting part. A strange woman gave it to her, said to stay away from the Mikoshiba case. You remember Sawa-sensei, yes? She transferred to Serio 4 years ago, not long before your son passed away.
Yeah, not a face I'd soon forget. She told the whole court he was never bullied.
True. She did say that.
And it's not just her I detest. The administrators, the lawyers. Felt like choking the life right out. But if anyone needed to pay, it was Mikoshiba. He got what he deserved. It's nothing short of insane that they were just gonna let him get a teaching credential. It all comes back to a flawed and broken system of laws that has no business calling itself justice.
And it was you, wasn't it? You orchestrated every aspect of how Mikoshiba would die. But you didn't act alone. Who were the people behind it? How'd you convince them to kill a man?
That's a good one. You, my friend, are way off.
I can understand him though, like I said.
Guilty. But if we can't connect him to the murderers, left with no leads to follow.
Yeah. Kept that secret on lockdown, no matter what.
Don't see why Yagumi's getting annoyed or angry though.
What could possibly make Ihara to those men? Damn it. And I was so close too. To think they're still somewhere in Jinju. I need to find them before the trail goes cold.
So you're heading back to Yokohama?
Not tonight. Kaito's waiting for me in the office. I'll be in town for now.
Okay. If anything changes, I'll contact one of you.
Like you said, I think I completely understand why he did what he did, to be honest. Like I said, there's two side quests here. Hey, we can skate now. Okay, maybe we weren't able to do that before because of the main story. Now we're able to do it, aren't we?
Kaita-san, I'm back. Kaita-san?
Hey, did you see that email from Tsukumo?
Huh?
It wasn't that long ago. It's something you gotta see, though.
What is it? Something happened?
It's the murder footage. Mikoshiba's murder ended up on the internet. It's going viral on all the social media sites.
You gotta forgive me. I'll do anything you want. I didn't know he'd do it. I swear. Toshiro-kun was okay. I didn't know he'd kill himself. I really didn't know. I swear I'll try to make it up to him somehow. I'll spend the rest of my life making up for it. Stop it.
What the hell?
Stop it. Stop it.
Damn. It's gruesome, man. So we got a video. How the fuck was he there?
Ehara has an alibi for this, doesn't he? They already found him guilty, and that's the whole reason he couldn't have killed Mikoshiba, right? But if that's the case, what the hell is this? One way or another, either this thing is staged, or his entire alibi was a massive cover-up. They can't both be true. But there's something I just can't shake. If you want my opinion on it, this looks real.
I need to have another chat with Ehara. Damn it. I'm not gonna let him get away with this.
Why not? I mean, I know why not, but... because you have to as a detective, but trending video, trophy earned. I just think, like I said, you know, not in any way do I tolerate or accept that he killed a person, but what I do think is, if everything he's saying is right, because he could be bullshitting, but if everything is what he's saying is right, then I can understand why he would want to do that, to be honest. Right, chapter 5 it is, apparently, guys. We are on chapter 5.
A train groping and a murder seem to occur simultaneously. Yagami relentlessly pursues these cases, attempting to poke holes in each. After confronting Akihiro Ehara, the key figure in both crimes, he witnesses a harrowing video that provides more questions than answers. In it, a bound man pleads for his life, but his attacker, bound by vengeance, snuffs it out.
Chapter 5, Double Jeopardy. Does he have a twin? I wonder if Ehara has a twin. Could also be a third part to the puzzle, or to the jigsaw.
So the murder footage is already making the rounds online. I don't think it's showing up on TV though.
Yeah, the net's a mess right now. It's all unsubstantiated rumors and unverified sources. Typical, really. An ex-cop going from by-the-book sex offender to vigilante avenger overnight is prime forum drama. Sentiment seems to be swinging in favor of Ehara, but there's plenty of folks on the fence about it, too. Reactions have been all over the board.
Do we know if that video is authentic? I mean, CG has come a long way, right?
Oh, or perhaps a deep fake. That is plausible. AI has reached the point where it can generate pretty convincing facsimiles. Someone even made a video that made it look like the US president was saying a bunch of crazy stuff. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Deep fakes are only getting more authentic looking.
Can't guys like you tell if a video is fake or not, though? Aren't there any signs?
Oh, there are several telltale signs of a video being doctored. So I ran every check I could think of on the murder footage. Wouldn't you know it? Nothing came up. Most likely, we're looking at the real deal.
Most likely?
Well, no one can claim with absolute certainty that it wasn't altered in some way. Which means it's not substantial enough to prove Ihara's guilt. At least not in a court of law.
Gotcha. Do you know when and where the footage was uploaded?
It was posted sometime last night, but the source is too hard to pin down. The uploaders spread it across multiple servers overseas in a well-concerted effort to hide their tracks.
Makes sense. But I'll bet it ultimately came from Mikoshiba's killers, no matter how real or fake it is.
How do you figure?
Think about it. No one could have staged that unless they knew the specifics of how Mikoshiba was killed. From how he was positioned to little things like the blood on the ground, every last detail was just as the detectives described it.
That's a good point. All this browsing's really taken a toll on the old pinky.
Why would the killers go through the trouble of spreading this footage? What good would it serve to them? Attention, probably. Cause a public uproar, obstructing the investigation. Whatever the case, I still have some interviewing to do. 2 reasons, I reckon. Number 1, attention. Attention to that gang to be more feared, to be known not to fuck with them, to be known that whenever they come around they are basically making someone their bitch. Number 2, the other thing that they can be doing is a distraction. Now this could all be a smokescreen, just like that Ihara doctored video or undoctored video, the cover-up of him being taken down to the courts or in the cell, or not taken down to the courts in the cell. This is all a distraction tactic that could be to distract what's really going on. So that is my conclusion.
Looks like another visit to Ihara might clear things up. You should ask Shirosaki-sensei about it.
Yeah, that was my thought too.
Okay, new information has been added to your case file. Harassment at Shinjuku Station. Right, we have got a video. Hiro Mikoshiba's murder footage. The murder footage of Mikoshiba that was leaked online, it shows Akihiro Ihara in a white raincoat murdering Mikoshiba while he's tied to a chair. The missing teacher's murder. And then the evidence again. Okay, so I don't know if we read chapter 4. So in chapter 4 it said, as the what would you call it? The information. So it says Yagami continues his investigation into a policeman groping a woman in public and a former bully being murdered, both of which occurred on the same day, but soon after confronting Ihara, the linchpin of the case, an unbelievable video was posted online anonymously. In the footage, a man in a white raincoat ignores Mikoshiba's pleas to save his life. That man appears to be Akihiro Ehara, avenging his son's death with his own hands. And we have the same kind of information each time. Okay, so we add a other section to this. So we already spoke about the harassment, or we already said this in the past. I remember saying it, describing the bottom part of that information pack. So we've got harassment at Shinjuku Station again. So that hasn't changed. So we've got some side cases. Right, this is going to the side case we have already done now. So where's the Kappa room? Kazutoshi Kodama, a man who works in the community revitalization department for a Jincho. He's in charge of a city photo op campaign, but he's having a hard time with it. His statues keep disappearing before the campaign can begin, and he doesn't know why. And the evidence: Kappa statue. His large statues set up by the city have been going missing for some reason. And then the information: Kodama-san from the community revitalization department is having trouble with his latest campaign. The Kappa statues he sets up for photo opportunities keep getting stolen. Kodama-san has hired me to track down the statues for him. I managed to find all the Kappa statues. Looks like the problem was Kodama-san's sign he posted next to each one, telling people to take away, without specifying photography, rather than the actual statue. Can't blame people for wanting a free statue, I suppose, but a Kappa. Kodama-san seemed to learn his lesson about the sign, but looks like the accidental temporary giveaway campaign paid off in the end. Word's getting around that you can do all sorts of things with Kappa in a Jincho now. Okay. It seems Toshiro-kun used the likeness of his acquaintances without their permission to make his game stand out. Does he not know the concept of publicity rights? I'm sure he's going to get sued into the grounds eventually, but that's on him, not me. There was more parts to that. Easier to just watch what I said about at the start with that one. So we've got the Chaos of the Masked Writer. That's one we are yet to do. Flight of the Game Creator. We had Takeshi Okizaki, my client and a middle manager for God Tier Games, in a tight spot due to his company's game director abandoning his position close to the project deadline. We had Ryuichi Shinonome, a game developer and director for God Tier Games. According to Okizaki-san, he's a genius, but also temperamental, abandoning his position from time to time. And then we had Kanagawa, game producer working for the publisher Babylon, has contracted God Tier Games for their latest release. A dangerous person who loses all sensibility when he gets upset. And then we had Shinonome's laptop that Shinonome left behind. It reeks of his cigarettes. If we're talking smell, I think who to call. And then we obviously called the dog. And then the details: a certain game developer keeps ditching work over the poor environment. I've heard video game development can be tough, but it also can't be done without a director. He's using some slick methods to elude his employer, but I still have to catch him somehow. This guy, Kanagawa, who just has to be Yakuza, I mean, come on. Seems like a real piece of work, but we still found a reasonable conclusion to the case. I'd always assumed the industry was full of artsy types, but I guess there are some real thugs in the scene too. Money. That's why. Okay, and we haven't obviously uncovered any more side missions yet, or done any other side missions yet. So I don't know if we have completely finished this now. Or if we go back to that or not. So we had Serio High Dance Club. Still saying 0 out of 10. So I'm assuming we still haven't finished it yet. So we've got Serio High Robotics Club. Dumo Okitagawa, the Serio High Robotics Club's president. Second year, had a producer level of management skills not typical of a high schooler. Considered to have reformed the robotics club after bringing about major changes to a previously inactive club. Tsuru Kuramazaki, the Serio High Robotics Club's designer. Second year, he's quite neat and he does his job well, seems like a good kid. Shion Takamori, so we had Serio High Robotic Club's builder. Second year, a bit rebellious and kind of rough around the edges. And then we had Dento Sakura, Serio High Robotics Club programmer. He's a first year boy who gives off a friendly impression. He just started programming it and he worries over his lack of skills. And we've got Thief Bots Bolt. A bolt Amasawa picked up near the scene of a thieving robot incident. Custom bolts that the manufacturers had trouble moving, so the Serio Robotics Club bought up the stock in bulk for cheap. It's possible it came loose from the thieving robot. And now the details. So there's been a surge of robberies in Ajincho, all committed by a robot. The culprit's still at large and the only clue is a custom bolt that was recovered by Amasawa near one of the crime scenes. This bolt raised the possibility that the robotics club might be involved, so an undercover investigation must be conducted. Rumour has it the culprits are a bunch of thugs. Even though kids like Takamori are still treating me like an outsider, they've accepted me as the robotic club's counsellor. Right now the club's biggest problem is that their programmer, Sakura-kun, simply isn't up to the task. I want to help, but I don't know squat about programming. That's fair enough. I still haven't got more information as of yet because we haven't really gone into it that much. I only did like one segment because we didn't want to be taking all day to do it, guys. Right. Don't know what is going on with my fringe, man.
Let me get this straight. Ehara went and felt a lady up on the day Mikoshiba got killed on purpose? If that's the case, why the hell would he upload a murder confession after the fact? Is he trying to get caught?
Only Ehara could answer that one for you. I want to ask him that question myself.
So, we're off to see Saori-san then? Let's roll, Doc.
On that note, guys, we are going to leave it there. Can we decorate anything? Nope. So not got anything we can decorate.
What is it?
Okay, we're going to leave it there, guys. We are literally passing the 4-hour mark now, so we are going to literally save that over, overwrite it. Awesome. So we've come quite far again, not as much as the last 2 streams, but my voice is getting to fucked stage where I might not be able to talk for like 2 days because of the amount of talking I've had to do. But saying that, we've done a decent amount, not as much as I want to do, but again, we'll do that another time. We are back in Camarocho at the moment, so we're going to do some side missions before we do the main mission in Camarocho, get them out the way, and then we will be probably heading back to Ajincho after that to finish off the main missions and obviously do the side missions. So that's what's going to happen. Anyway, guys, I will see you in the next video. I'm going to rest my voice, chill out for a bit, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.